Now, on BBC World News, we constantly report from war zones, from places where people are struggling to survive amidst the turmoil of conflict. But rarely do we show how the locals relax or even have fun in such hostile environments. Well, that's exactly what our next guest has done. He's a 26-year-old first-time filmmaker who wants to show the positive side of places that are in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Well, he filmed his experiences in Iraq over the summer, just miles away from where Islamic State militants were operating. Our filmmaker Marc joins us now. Welcome to the program. Now, you're the creator of this series that you're hoping to sell. Tell us, what prompted this idea?
Well, I'd always gone on these kind of holidays where you come back and people say, why did you go there? What was there to see? It ends with a stan. It seems like it's labeled off limits, but actually we go and I show up and end up having a great time, just pretty much meeting the local people and having them take us around. So that sort of prompted the idea to share these experiences through the lens of bros, which the show is called, and kind of connecting with bros on the ground and seeing how they live and having them take us through their hometown and share their stories and day-to-day lives.
That's right, and we're seeing some of the clips of the show now, and it is called Bros, and the idea is obviously you go around the world, you meet other like-minded people, but of course you're going to really hostile places. So tell us a little bit about your experiences, who you encountered, what you did.
Well, we initially picked Iraq, Kurdistan as a place that begins with Iraq and ends with Stan, but has where we believe the reputation and the reality were quite far apart, actually. It's a very liberal, forward-thinking place, and we knew that it was a safe destination. Of course, in the weeks leading up to it, the IS situation started to really grow, and we connected with people on the ground to ensure how all the media coverage was coming out of Erbil, but we were talking to our people, our guides and friends, and they were saying, come, life is normal, they're not in here, and it really made us put our money where our mouths are and show that side of life.
Now, as journalists who cover this sort of thing and go to these places, you're supposed to have a hostile environment training course. It's very intense. So did you have any sort of training like that, and were you prepared for the potential dangers you could face?
We did not have the training. We went in with the intent that we would go as any kind of dude and layman and person our age would go to have a great time in a place. So we didn't have any specific other training that anybody else wouldn't, but we were very much connected with the people on the ground there. And we had exit strategies as far as common sense would go, but we were in touch with the government, with our friends there, and we came the day after the airstrikes, actually outside of Erbil. And when we landed, IS was quite close, but nobody had infiltrated, and if you weren't looking at TV screens...
Sounds extraordinary. Weren't you at any point scared? I mean, don't you think it's a little bit foolhardy to go into these places?
There was a tension about it, but on the ground everybody was saying the worst is over, people are turning back, and there were other media outlets there, but no indie filmmakers, and we sort of, it made sense to us to really see the other side and trust the people on the ground.
But were there situations where you thought, oh my gosh, we're a little bit out of our depth here?
When we landed, that was probably the most tense moment, because it was the day after the airstrikes, and I think Islamic State were 20 kilometers away or so, but after that, if you weren't looking at a TV screen, it was as if life was normal and we did not feel any tension. And as we went further east as well, the air was pretty relaxed.
All right, well, best of luck with all your travels, Marc there, filmmaker on that show.